What if I told you that some of the smartest people in the world invested hundreds of millions of dollars into a company without ever seeing its technology work? Former secretaries of state, military generals, billionaire media owners, Silicon Valley legends. By 2014, Theranos was worth nearly $9 billion, and its founder, Elizabeth Holmes, was celebrated as the next Steve Jobs. There was just one problem. The revolutionary blood testing machine that supposedly changed medicine never performed as promised. This isn't just the story of one startup that failed. It's the story of how trust can become more valuable than proof, and how some of the world's most accomplished people believed a vision they never verified. In 2003, Elizabeth Holmes was just 19 years old. She dropped out of Stanford University after only a year. Her dream sounded almost impossible. Instead of drawing several tubes of blood for laboratory testing, doctors would only need a tiny finger prick. One drop. Hundreds of tests. Cheaper. Faster. Available anywhere. It was the kind of idea that could transform healthcare around the world. Holmes founded Theranos with that promise. The name itself combined the words therapy and diagnosis. It sounded scientific. It sounded revolutionary. It sounded inevitable. And investors loved it. Most Silicon Valley startups sell a future. Theranos sold a mission. Elizabeth Holmes rarely talked about getting rich. Instead, she spoke about preventing disease, saving lives, and making healthcare accessible to everyone. That message resonated. She dressed almost exclusively in black turtlenecks, drawing frequent comparisons to Steve Jobs. Her speaking style was calm, measured, confident. She projected certainty even when discussing technology that independent experts had never seen. People often assume investors buy companies. In reality, they often buy founders. One of the most fascinating parts of the Theranos story wasn't the technology. It was the board of directors. Instead of leading scientists or laboratory experts, Theranos assembled an astonishing list of political and military leaders. Among them were former secretaries of state, retired generals, senators, and other influential public figures. To outside investors, that board sent a powerful message. If these people trust the company, surely someone has verified the technology. This is known in psychology as social proof. When respected people believe something, others become far more likely to believe it too, whether or not those respected people are experts in that particular field. Another powerful psychological force is called the halo effect. When someone appears exceptional in one area, people often assume they're exceptional in others. Elizabeth Holmes was intelligent, articulate, driven. She had attended Stanford. She was featured on magazine covers. She gave TED-style presentations. Those traits created an impression of competence that extended far beyond what had actually been demonstrated. Instead of asking, "Has the technology been independently validated?" many people unconsciously asked, "Would someone this impressive really lie?" Those are very different questions. Theranos eventually attracted investments from some of the world's wealthiest individuals. Media billionaire Rupert Murdoch invested roughly $125 million. Former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger became one of Holmes's strongest supporters and served on the company's board. The Walton family, the DeVos family, Carlos Slim, Oracle founder Larry Ellison. Many prominent investors joined the company over time. Interestingly, many of these investments did not follow the traditional Silicon Valley venture capital model. Some experienced venture firms reportedly passed on Theranos after struggling to evaluate its scientific claims. Instead, Theranos attracted wealthy individuals and family offices that believed in Holmes herself and the company's extraordinary vision. Theranos claimed it couldn't reveal many details because of trade secrets. Employees worked in isolated departments. Many reportedly didn't know what other teams were building. Visitors rarely saw the company's complete operation. Normally, secrecy raises suspicion. But in Silicon Valley, secrecy can sometimes increase excitement. People assume, if they're hiding it, it must be groundbreaking. Scarcity creates value. Mystery creates curiosity. Theranos benefited from both. When investors visited, demonstrations appeared impressive. Machines blinked. Screens displayed results. Employees spoke confidently. But according to evidence later presented in court, many blood tests were actually performed using conventional laboratory analyzers made by other manufacturers. The proprietary Edison machine, the centerpiece of Theranos' promises, was reportedly unable to perform many of the tests it claimed. The illusion wasn't just about one machine. It was about maintaining confidence long enough for the next investment, the next partnership, and the next headline. One of the biggest milestones came when Walgreens agreed to offer Theranos testing inside retail pharmacies. For consumers, this looked like validation. A trusted national pharmacy chain had partnered with Theranos. Surely they had verified everything. But partnerships can create another layer of social proof. People often assume someone else has already done the difficult verification. Sometimes everyone assumes someone else checked, and no one checks deeply enough. Everything began to change in 2015. Investigative reporter John Kerry-Rue of the Wall Street Journal spent months interviewing former employees and reviewing internal documents. His reporting alleged that Theranos' technology did not perform as advertised, and that many tests relied on traditional laboratory equipment. Former employees described accuracy problems and growing internal concern. The articles triggered investigations by regulators and federal agencies. One revelation led to another. Eventually, the carefully constructed image began to collapse. The company's partnerships unraveled. Regulators imposed sanctions. Investors lost hundreds of millions of dollars. Patients questioned whether they had received accurate test results. Theranos dissolved in 2018. Years later, Elizabeth Holmes was convicted on multiple counts of fraud related to misleading investors. The company that had once been valued at $9 billion was gone. It's tempting to think Theranos succeeded because everyone involved was fooled. But that's too simple. The deeper lesson is that humans naturally rely on shortcuts when making decisions. We trust reputation. We trust confidence. We trust prestigious names. We trust successful people who trust other successful people. Those instincts usually help us. Sometimes they create blind spots. Theranos wasn't simply a failure of technology. It was a failure of verification. Investors trusted credibility more than evidence. The media trusted momentum. Partners trusted other partners. And each new endorsement made the next one easier. The illusion became self-reinforcing until reality caught up. The next revolutionary company may already exist today. Some will genuinely change the world. Others will become cautionary tales. The challenge isn't deciding whether someone sounds convincing. It's asking whether extraordinary claims are supported by extraordinary evidence. Because history has shown that a compelling story can raise billions of dollars. But eventually, every story has to survive contact with the truth. And in the case of Theranos, the truth proved far more powerful than the narrative. And until next time, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more Ledger of Lies.